Let's take you to Durban now, and that's where a career exhibition is being hosted by the KwaZulu-Natal government in collaboration with the Fuze Institute, including the University of KZN. Well, the event features government leaders, academics, industry experts, including pilots, engineers, marine scuba divers, data scientists, and just many more. Let's get an update from Karinda Jagmohan, who is covering that for us. Karinda, good morning to you. Young people spoiled for choice in terms of choosing a path that they would like to explore. Talk to us more about what that event is likely to spring up for young people.
Certainly, good morning to you, Oli. Well, I'm seeing many school children file in filled with excitement, just looking around to see, what career paths they could follow, and of course this will ultimately change their lives. But let's speak to one of the organizers responsible for this event, Mam Thandi Ngobo. Thank you so much, the founder and CEO of the Fuze Institute. What a beautiful story you have to tell, a beautiful event. Tell us about the motivation to start this, what issues we're trying to resolve here.
Thank you so much. I think what motivates us, one, unemployment. Two, also to assist the young kids from grade 9, grade 10 up to grade 12 to choose the right subjects so that by the time they get into university level or tertiary level, they know exactly what to do.
Absolutely. I see you also have the head of your aviation academy, an important sector. We're just chatting about it. Tell us about the key sectors you're representing, like aviation today.
Fuze Institute actually has Fuze Aviation. We've got Fuze Farming, we've got Fuze Energy. But we've realized that there are critical skills here. One of the critical skills would be maritime and the aviation. We have managed to penetrate aviation. You remember that aviation was mainly for mostly white people. But today we've got kids that are being trained as pilots, kids that are being trained as aviation engineers, and others, they actually operate drones. And remember that you have to be fully accredited by Civil Aviation Authority. We are fully accredited. We've got an ATO, we've got an AMO license.
Ma'am, we're just talking about when the youth come in and they see everything around us, they see a pilot here and they get inspired. Just tell us about, what they've told you and the change that inspires them.
I think most of them, they want to be pilots, but we also try and convince them and tell them that there's a lot that they can do in an aviation space. But they've seen not only the aviation side, they've seen the energy side, they've also seen the robotics, because IT is also one of the key scarce skills. But they've seen even smart farming, because remember that farming is no longer your traditional farming. We also do smart farming. But again, we teach and try and direct them to the right, subjects. Like, for instance, we've got a beautiful program that we do, a cadet program. Yeah. We take learners from grade 10 to grade 12 and start including in their curriculum aviation. So by the time they reach grade 12, at least they've got a private pilot license. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do with John.
This is an important collaboration between Fuze Institute, KZN Government, UKZN, and a number of other institutions. Tell us about how the organizations came together and the extent of your collaboration.
As you would know, we cannot do this alone. We need partnership. We need funding, especially because some of the learners that come through are learners that have been to the university. Some of them are unemployed graduates. When they come, they don't have skills, and we need funding. But also it's important to do a collaboration, because I think if we are all together, we'll be able to address unemployment.
On that note, it's great to see youth be inspired, but we have an unemployment crisis too. Graduates find themselves unemployed. How are you trying to combat this?
As difficult as it is, but as Fuze, we are trying. One of the things, like platform like this, we use platform like this, but also for graduates, we've got programs that we do. Some of the unemployed graduates, you'll find that they've done engineering, like electrical engineering. One of the programs that we're doing is Fuze Energy, where we now teach them renewable energy, and also try and streamline into renewable energy, especially these days after the load shedding. Yeah.
And of course, you want this to have a long-term impact. I assume this will be, continued over the years. But maybe if you want to send a message to children about the fact that they can reach for whatever dreams they inspire to, and perhaps I can also ask you for the same.
Also, not to. I think as young, everybody who comes from the township, especially our community, they all want to go to the university, but we try and encourage them that sometimes it is okay to go to a TVET college where you can actually have skills, because we've got unemployed graduates who are sitting at home. Some of them qualified, but they lack skills. So it's important to choose the right subject from grade 10 up to grade 12 and be able to get a direction to your tertiary education. I don't know.
Perhaps if I can also ask you your message to children.
Well, I think in South Africa there's been a historic bias against certain sectors of the community being pilots. And a lot of youngsters feel that it's not something that's open to them, not something that they can achieve. And I want to particularly mention young girls, because I'm going to get into trouble for this, but girls make just as good pilots, if not better than men. But I know I'm going to get into trouble for that with my colleagues. So I'd like to say to them that you can do it. It is an opportunity that's available. With programs that, Tandy has created the opportunity for, we've got 120 graduates in training now, not all pilots, but aviation engineers as well. And that they can do it. It's not easy. If they work hard with their maths and physical science, there are opportunities. But especially the young ladies, I think, to break those cultural barriers and know that they can do it. You can do it. That's the message that I have. Yeah.
Thank you so much, John Scoggart. You can do it. That's your message today.
Oh, yes, they can, especially young girls. We also look at rural youth. It's very important that we expose them into all these skills. By the way, I'm Mam Thandi, not Dr. Ngobo.
Mam Thandi Ngobo, thank you so much. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. There we go. Quite an interesting event, a lovely event to tell the pupils that are filing in to watch the exhibition unfold. You can do it. You can reach for your dreams. And today, they have a number of dreams they'll choose from. I'll bring you more updates later in the day.
Karinda, Jagmohan, thank you very much. What an exciting career exhibition indeed.